one of the best diecasts of this holiday season, and you get to see a full diecast review on it. Because this thing is getting pretty rare, folks. Here's Daniel Suárez's 2020 Commscope Toyota Camry. Howdy, folks. It is Diecastbuffet here again with, honestly, one of the rarest releases of the holiday season. It is Daniel Suárez's 2020 Commscope Toyota Camry. Now, this is the first ever diecast produced by Gott Brothers Racing. I don't even think they've made a promo diecast, to be honest with you. Maybe they did. I don't know. But I tell you what, this is a quietly popular paint scheme. And I tell you what, if you could pick up this car for a modest price right now, I absolutely recommend doing so because I don't think this is going to get an authentic release. So if you want this paint scheme, I think you're going to have to pick it up now, especially with Daniel Suárez going to a new team next year. I really think that if you want to get this paint scheme, you better get it in the Gold Series. But then again, maybe they'll make a 187 and a NASCAR Bluetooth diecast of it. I don't freaking know. But what I'm just saying is that right now, this is one of the hottest paint schemes of the holiday season. Absolutely beautiful diecast, and the first and most likely the only Daniel Suárez diecast of 2020. So if you're a Suárez cat, you might want to get this diecast before it dries up completely. Anyways, folks, let's go ahead and get this 2020 Commscope GBR Daniel Suárez Toyota Camry right out of the box. Alrighty, folks. Brand new out of the box, and holy cow, is this diecast absolutely beautiful. Look, I know a lot of people probably made a custom Daniel Suárez diecast. I know I did. I made his Cherry Vanilla Coke diecast. He was supposed to run at Atlanta before it got thrown through the blender and postponed. But this one right here is a really cool diecast. So honestly, kind of gives me some Olympics vibes to it. Think about it, it kind of reminds me of the Rio Olympic Games with the color, the red, orange, and it's kind of like I don't know, almost like an origami style pattern. I don't know, just something modern, kind of, just a modern looking paint scheme. And I really like the subtle color differences across the car. Very well done. Now, truth be told, I have no clue what the heck Commscope is. I imagine it's some type of technology company based on the paint scheme here. I've never heard of them, but I tell you what though, thank God they made this freaking diecast. So of course this is a pretty late release considering Daniel Suárez is no longer a GBR driver, but it's gonna be really cool to see how he does in 2021 with Justin Marks, I think. I mean, it's gonna be really interesting to see how that one plays out, but definitely this is a diecast, in my opinion, you need to get for your diecast series. Now, I don't know for sure if they're using a different mold for 2020, the Toyota Camrys are. If they're not, this would be a perfect field filler diecast, but if they do, it's going to look kind of weird having a bigger spoiler and whatnot for 2021. But I could be wrong. They could use the same 164 mold, considering next year is supposed to be the final year of the 164 Gen 6 mold. In terms of mass production. Got Commscope right there, NASCAR Cup Series, got the Toyota banners or emblems there. Go over to the front of this car, and just something about this. It's almost like a folded origami pattern, but it's like the colors are very sharp with it, which is really nice. There's no kind of like borderline edges to it. It's just a very, very clean cut paint scheme. So we got Gott Brothers Racing right there. Again, the first ever Gott Brothers Racing diecast ever produced as far as I'm concerned. I got 3M, Lincoln Welders, Sunoco. I got Camry right there, number 96. Go over to the left side of this diecast. And honestly, though, this is a really cool car. And I remember my buddy, Little Wrangler 3, he was telling me he couldn't get this diecast. He looked for it and he couldn't find it. So that tells me that this paint scheme is getting pretty popular. And I would suspect that the Ross Chastain 77 Watermelon car could get pretty popular as well. If you haven't picked that one up, I highly recommend doing so, because I know the Advent Health 77, if it doesn't get a random Authentics release, watch out, because that car is only getting more and more uncommon by the day. Of course, you got Daniel Suárez right there above the driver's side window. And, let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit here so we can get a better look at this awesome brand new 2020 diecast. And this is a really good stocking stuffer, I tell you what. Number here, or left side number, you can see a pretty screwed up logo there, unfortunately. So you got Daniel Suárez right there, got Toyota, Coca-Cola, not sure what that is, and I think that's Gott Brothers Racing there. There's some type of smudge at the bottom of the B pillar there, which is always great. You got Mobile One right there. Commscope, Toyota. Nothing on the right rear quarter panel. Got your American ethanol ring. NASCAR Cup Series, this whole decal is pretty stretched, unfortunately. NASCAR race car, got Goodyear right there. This whole paint scheme, though, it's so simple, yet it's so good. And I want to say this car ran at the Phoenix spring race, probably a couple of times after that. I think it ran at the Daytona road course, too, which, honestly, I'm excited that they're going back to the road course in 2021. I really wish they would go back to it. Just not at the expense of Auto Club, but that's, you know, a different story, a different topic for another day. So this is something, unfortunately, it's kind of a oopsie with this mold, is that the stub nose, or the stub spoiler here, how the blue pattern pretty much covers the whole spoiler here, unfortunately. You really can't even see the spoiler, almost. But yeah, they do have a new mold for 2021. Expect all the Joe Gibbs Racing cars to get postponed for a couple months or so. If maybe not a couple months or so, but definitely not at the same time everyone else, I would suspect. I could be wrong on that. I got Toyota Camry right there, Commscope. Got Toyota once again. I'm guessing that's a random scratch. Or no, that's actually a random decal, excuse me. So I guess we can just literally just chip that off because it's just some random decal strand that just got stuck on the die cast. I don't even think it was properly clear coated, to tell you the truth. I think it was just stuck there. Yeah, it's literally just coming off the die cast. So that's great. It's got number 96. The blue, though, very, very sharp, as the colors are symmetrical to both sides of this die cast. And it's a great paint scheme, too. It really is. It's so simple. And to me, sometimes that's the best paint scheme. So I got another little decal smudge here. This looks like it was a very small piece of one of the green decals. It was just right there on the A pillar there. But really cool paint scheme, honestly, guys. And like I said, if you could find this diecast for a modest price, I highly recommend getting it. I don't think this is going to get produced in the Authentics line. I could be wrong on that. If they made any Authentics cars, though, in the for Daniel Suárez in 2020, I hope they make his Watkins Glen car, because that thing was freaking awesome. Of course, you got number 96 right here on the roof. Watkins Glen car, you idiot. They didn't run at Watkins Glen. I don't know what track they ran that paint scheme at then, whatever I'm thinking of. But I like the number 96 there. Very, very nice. To go over here to the roof flap sponsorship, you got Commscope. Again, I have no clue what the heck that is, Commscope. Sounds like a bootleg version of Comcast, but you never know. Of course, you got Daniel Suárez right there, the driver banner on the back windshield, and you got Commscope once again. Look, this is not a promo diecast, but it had all the makings of a promo diecast. And the fact that they actually produced a Daniel Suárez car in 2020, considering how poor this team performed in 2020, really is something that we should appreciate. As there's a little bit of a piece that just fell off there. What a great diecast! It really is. If you want to get a Daniel Suárez diecast for 2020, this is a great opportunity to do so. And like I said, I don't think this is going to get an Authentics release, but knowing Lionel, they might pull one out of the rabbit's hat. But if they don't, this thing is only going to get more and more uncommon. It's just a really cool paint scheme. And if they don't change the Toyota mold, guys, you could literally use this as a great field filler diecast for your 2021 diecast series. And I can't wait to get this car on some Duralast Cup Series racing. Yeah, tune in tomorrow night for the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series. First ever All-Star race going to be happening 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on the channel. So if you want to, make sure to hit that notification bell down there. Unfortunately, this cat will not be in the race as I made a custom Daniel Suárez diecast. It's terrible. I'll leave a link down below for it. But that car was so slow, Daniel Suárez didn't get any points in the series. I'm hoping he'll start getting some points with this car because this is a proper diecast, and as in the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series, he's an open driver, so he only is able to run select races if he qualifies. But definitely, this is going to be a very fast qualifying car, so someone's not going to be making the races because this cat's going to knock him out because this thing is fast looking. These real diecasts perform so much better than the custom equipment. Anyways, folks, thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. And again, tomorrow night, Duralast Cup Series racing. You don't want to miss it. All-Star race from Charlotte Motor Speedway. 21 cars, 3 segments. It's going to be a great show to watch. Anything can happen. Like, comment, and subscribe. I hope to see you all in the next NASCAR Diecast review. I plan on reviewing this on Monday, so stay tuned for that. We'll be taking a break from the diecast reviews for tomorrow as the Drawhouse Cup Series broadcast is in full swing. But Monday, we'll pick up that Martin Truex Jr. diecast and we'll do a full 164 diecast review for that. And of course, literally Christmas. Guess what? Big haul coming up later this month. 65 plus diecast haul, guys. It's going to be freaking awesome. Got a great deal on those too, I might add. Anyways, have a great one. Stay humble. This is an awesome Daniel Suárez diecast. Whoa. Diecast Buffet signing off.